Enough.
Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
Respect the game.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
We make sure our graduates get the most out of their education.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future and transformed how I see my world.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive
a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
We open our arms to students from around the corner and from around the world.
No matter where we're from, all Dust Devil student athletes play for the love of our sport, the love of our team, and the love of our university. If you can play here, you can play.
If you can play, you can play.
Om du kan spela, så kan du spela.
Si můžeš hrát, můžeš hrát.
Si puedes jugar, puedes jugar.
If you can play, you can play.
I came here to get my degree at a great school. Along the way, I worked at an orphanage in India and taught school in Peru. It's changed how I look at the world and how I see my future.
Newman University in Wichita. Newman is a family that comes together to excel in the classroom and on the field. As the only private NCAA Division II university in Kansas, our student athletes are uniquely prepared for success beyond college. Newman University, empowering graduates to transform society.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
He is the God who sees me. He knows who I am becoming and who I will one day be. The kingdom of God. This is no small stake. With all my heart, mind, and strength, I will answer the call.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
This is the you that goes beyond a bachelor's degree. This is the International U, Texas A&M International University. Learn how to take your talents further at tamu.edu.
Whoever you are, whoever you want to be, find your future with us. We are UAFS.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
It's the final countdown. If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
We are here today in the Rip Griffin Center at the men's and women's basketball games, and we presented a wish to Angel Martinez. We brought him in as our guest. Throughout the whole game, we would have little contests and things that he would win. Our first surprise was to do a name drawing, and then he got a signed basketball from our basketball players. Our second surprise for Angel was he got to go on the court and drive a remote control car into each Star Wars figure, and every one that he hit, he got a prize. And then his final surprise was a fake costume contest, which it was actually his wish reveal that we got to grant him.
So everybody thinks this is a costume contest, but it actually isn't. We're actually here for someone much more special to us. So that special someone is Angel Martinez. You're going to Legoland!
The best part about this is that all of the athletes and a lot of the community here at LSU get to come together and work really hard to raise this money just so that we can make someone's day extremely special.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation. Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of 1 student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved.
Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all. It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
We make sure our graduates get the most out of their education.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future and transformed how I see my world.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
We open our arms to students from around the corner and from around the world.
No matter where we're from, all Dust Devil student athletes play for the love of our sport, the love of our team, and the love of our university. If you can play here, you can play.
If you can play, you can play.
Om du kan spela, så kan du spela.
Si můžeš hrát, můžeš hrát.
Si puedes jugar, puedes jugar.
If you can play, you can play.
I came here to get my degree at a great school. Along the way, I worked at an orphanage in India and taught school in Peru. It's changed how I look at the world and how I see my future.
Newman University in Wichita. Newman is a family that comes together to excel in the classroom and on the field. As the only private NCAA Division II university in Kansas, our student athletes are uniquely prepared for success beyond college. Newman University, empowering graduates to transform society.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
He is the God who sees me. He knows who I am becoming and who I will one day be. The kingdom of God. This is no small stake. With all my heart, mind, and strength, I will answer the call.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Game 2 here at the UMAC, day number 2 of the Heartland Conference Tournament here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Coming up in game 2 of day 2, it is the 4 seed and the 5 seed, the Lady Eagles of Oklahoma Christian, taking on the Lady Lions of the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith. And we welcome you to the UMAC in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once again, everyone, Drew Brent, Corey Riggs here courtside with you. Jose Harbor is our man on the sideline, and he will be bringing you reports throughout today's game. An interesting matchup as we approach game 2 of day 2. The 4 seed University of Arkansas Fort Smith Lady Lions taking on the 5 seed, the Oklahoma Christian Lady Eagles. And Corey, as you take a look at both of these teams, you take a look at the seeding, but the seeding may lie because these two teams are very, very comparable.
Well, I think one of our head coaches said it best in the days leading up to the tournament, and that's 32nd year head coach Stephanie Finley at Oklahoma Christian. She's had a Hall of Fame career. She's been in this league a long time, and she said, when you get to this tournament, Drew, there is so much parity that it doesn't matter what your seed is. Any of these groups of young ladies are capable of stepping up on an afternoon in Tulsa and winning and advancing. So far, it's been all chalk. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to stay that way until Championship Sunday.
That's exactly right. And Corey, one of the things that we were talking about is that there are a lot of storylines going into this game. Very interesting as you take a look at both of these teams. Over on the Oklahoma Christian side, head coach Stephanie Finley just got her 601st career win. 32 years as the head coach here at Oklahoma Christian, 40 years total with the program as a 4-year player and as an assistant coach. She is one of the most respected, if not the most respected coach in all of women's athletics, particularly in the state of Oklahoma. And this woman has cemented a legacy of greatness and winning. She brings a lot of experience to the table here today.
And she's not done, Drew. I say, yesterday we watched Mark Potter, and he kind of called his shot at the start of the season, said this is going to be my last year, 19 years with his program at Newman. The floor at Fugate Gymnasium is named after his family. Well, they're probably going to have to name that Lady Eagle floor the Finley floor at some point in time, but you said it, 40 years of Lady Eagle basketball. She's been there for all but one of it, and she's got an incredible family tree underneath her. Players that used to play for her now are head coaches at like the University of Oklahoma with Sherry Cole, countless high school coaches. And then you flip the page and turn your attention to the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. They have a first-year head coach.
It's Elena Lovato who took over for the retiring Lewis Horton. His final game of his career was at this tournament last year when they were knocked off in that tournament. But no stranger to the game of basketball is Coach Lovato, former assistant coach at Mississippi State, one of her many stops, also stops at the University of Nebraska in Omaha. This is a team that is well coached. However, when you start looking at differences again, roster size really jumps out at you.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, it's a 2-to-1 difference. They've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 players to come off the bench. That's not the first time we've even seen that today, though. Doesn't mean you can't win if you got 5 great players on the floor.
The Lady Lions in their home white, silver numerals, black trim. Oklahoma Christian in their away black with the maroon numerals. And we are underway in game number 2. The pass goes to Maya Perry. Inside, 2-point shot will not go. Rebound underneath, Taylor, but could not pull it down. Oklahoma Christian pulls it the other way. 2-point jumper will not fall. Rebound underneath off the back glass. Still will not go. Taylor with the rebound. Oklahoma Christian trying to put up another shot, and this is one of the things that we talked about in the early going with some Oklahoma Christian folks. They said they're going to try to push the pace. Three-pointer on the way, it will not fall. Oklahoma Christian's going to try to push the pace to try to wear down the lack of depth from this Fort Smith Lady Lion offense.
Reach-in foul that time by Maya Perry, so a quick foul on the Huntsville, Texas native. But you're right, Drew, when you've got limited resources, when you've got a short bench, obviously fatigue can be an issue. So Oklahoma Christian says we're going to run and gun. We're going to try to play in space with pace and see whether or not these Lady Lions can run for 40 minutes.
Despite the lack of depth, however, honorable mentions in all conference teams. The co-freshman of the year, long three-point, up and away. Mackenzie Stanford, the 6-foot senior from Perkins, Oklahoma, drops the tray ball.
That's the number 2 scorer all time in Heartland Conference history, showing you why she has had the prolific career that she has for Oklahoma Christian.
Inside, 2-point answer will not go. Lady Lions have yet to get on the board.
That's like the 3rd rebound already for Taya Taylor.
Three-pointer on the way, up and in. There's your answer right there. Olivia Henson with the tray ball. We're knotted up at 3. These 4-5 matchups are so exciting generally, Corey, because they can go either way.
And it's always neat to see a player have success when they're from the same town that the school is in, a Fort Smith native, and Olivia Hanson knocking down the 3.
2-point shot will not go. Rebound underneath, and it will be taken away by Zanisha Dickerson. Hanson will go the other way. 3-point shot on the way. How about that? Tray ball from Hanson. 6 points already on the evening for her. That accounts for all of the offense. It's 6-3.
She is 58 of 132 from three-point land. I would think the defense would adjust.
3-ball to the back of the iron will not fall, and Fort Smith will go the other way. Trying to push the pace is Maya Perry. She'll kick it out to Hanson. Another open look. Almost made it the trifecta, but an offensive rebound to Taylor.
They need to get her back out on the left wing, Drew. She hit the first 2 from the same spot. This time she went to the opposite side of the floor and had no luck.
Dickerson at the top of the key controlling things, and you can hear Coach Lovato barking directions and trying to set the offense. 14 on the shot clock from the wing. Another try ball. This time, Sydney Franklin. 3-point land, the favorite spot of Fort Smith so far.
They have yet to make a basket that is anywhere near the rim.
2-point shot up and in. That time is Mackenzie Stanford, as you mentioned, a top scorer for Oklahoma Christian and for the Heartland Conference. She'll have an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Stanford coming into today with 506 points on the season. Not her career, on the season. She is a prolific scorer. That time attacking the basket, getting the traditional three-point play. That is as good as it gets. That's why she's a first-team all-conference standout again this year.
Well, they say things come in threes, and so far that is exactly what is happening for both UFAS and Oklahoma Christian. And I'm not supposed to say that. Another 3-ball up and in. Sydney Franklin, 12 points for Arkansas Fort Smith. My goodness.
4 of 6 from three-point land. They like their shots from distance, and there's a partial block by Taylor, and the Lady Lions are running.
Pushing it again, there was Hanson, and she'll kick it out to Haynes now. Three-pointer on the way. Up, will not fall this time, and Oklahoma Christian going the other way. They really like perimeter shooting. On the other end, eyes the 3, but decides not to. Does Addie Clift. Whistle. And we'll see.
Foul underneath is going to be on Zanisha Dickerson, her first, the team's second. Drew, there's one other thing that Coach Lovato is going to have to worry about. Even if her team is extremely well conditioned and this sort of wide open run and gun offense doesn't run their batteries down come the fourth quarter, early foul trouble can be just as debilitating as a team that does not have more than 3 or 4 reserve players.
Exactly. The lack of depth can cause a multitude of problems, but Fort Smith will take it the other way. They're trying to push the issue. Here's Hanson on the wing, inside along the baseline, loses her handle on the basketball. It's going to be Oklahoma Christian.
Turnovers 2 and 1 now, 2 for University of Arkansas Fort Smith, only 1 for Oklahoma Christian.
Not even halfway through this first period yet, and we're already 18 total points.
And a completely stark contrast to what we had in the first women's game of the day, where we saw both teams struggle offensively all afternoon long, and a great crowd on it. Hey, they're even getting the wave going for you, Drew.
All right, fantastic. A coonskin cap, and I don't know where he's from, but that's fantastic anyway. Davy Crockett.
King of the Wild Frontier.
And I appreciated that. Inside drive to the basket, up, and it is in. Count it for Michaela Haynes. This Arkansas Fort Smith, this Lady Lion team, absolutely able to score almost on a whim, and now we're going to pick it up in transition. Taylor all the way, coast to coast, and she will be harassed by Audrey Hayes underneath. She'll be fouled.
True, that's the first Lady Lions make inside the three-point line. You see the foul on the other end. Great athleticism from Tyler Taylor, the 6'1" junior from Marlin, Texas, beating everybody back, drawing the foul, and they will have another chance here as both teams make some early substitutions.
14-6, your early score, the Lady Lions. Coming out shooting and shooting strong. Inbounds pass to Hanson. She's between the circles. Inside dish to Taylor. Off the glass, up and in. They're making it look easy and quite prolific on that side of the court.
First 2 points of the afternoon for Taya Taylor.
Christian on the other side. 2-point shot. Looking, trying to find some help, and is harassed by Sydney Franklin and cannot find it. I am told that Jose Harbor has a report for us here in just a moment. We'll be pitching to him in just a few seconds. Michaela Haynes goes the other way. Let's pitch it now to Jose Harbor. Jose?
Thanks, guys. I know you guys were talking about Coach Lovato. This is her first season after taking over after Louis Horton, who coached for over 30 years. One of the changes, she made several changes to Yufa's team in terms of style play, but she also wanted to have a very tough non-conference schedule with teams against Mississippi State, Pittsburgh State, and Emporia State. All were losses, but they feel that those tough games are going to help them prepare for games like this and this conference tournament.
Good report there, Jose. Of course, on your screen, you just saw head coach Stephanie Finley. It's a media timeout. Stay with us. We will be back with more right after this on the Heartland Conference Sports Network.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
From the UMAC in Tulsa, game number 2 of day number 2. 4 and 5 seed matching up right now. It's the Lady Lions of Arkansas Fort Smith leading Oklahoma Christian 16-6, a 10-point deficit for Oklahoma Christian, and University of Arkansas Fort Smith is going to take it the other way. There's Hanson on the wing, inside dish, and now looking for David Dickerson. Three-pointer on the way from the wings, Anisha Dickerson. I don't know that there's anybody on this team that can't hit the three ball today.
They're all hitting right now, partner. 5 of 8 from three-point land.
An answer on the other side. Audrey Hayes takes it to the paint. Prolific offensive showcase being displayed right now.
It took us 4 quarters in the first quarterfinal game to get 5 three-pointers, just as a frame of reference. A little bit different shooting here in the second game of the afternoon.
Here's Hanson now working the circles, and we'll get it out to Brown. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Another! How about one more? It's 22-8. They came out here with a game plan for working the perimeter, and right now the Lady Lions are operating that game plan to perfection.
6 of 9 now from three-point land. Give the assist on the last basket. If you're seeing Coach Lovato there, you got to know she is really happy right now with the performance of her Lady Lions. The difference is a hot shooting streak like this rarely can last, and that's something that Stephanie Finley knows on the other side.
And now there's a conversation at the scorer's table as to.
Yeah, they put number 1 into the game, and they're saying there is not a number 1 listed in the scorebook. That'll be a technical foul. It's not that she can't play, but everybody's got to be in the scorebook prior to the opening tip-off. If you're not in the scorebook, then it's going to be a technical foul. 22-8 game. You don't want to see anything slow them down right now, but not the end of the world, but it's the little things. I think you said that the other day when we were talking about Dallas Baptist University and kind of their professional way they go about doing things. They don't think of it as D2 basketball or D1 basketball. They're trying to be a great basketball team. This is one of those little mistakes that you just can't have.
Right, and once again, it's a mental error. We've talked about that. In tournament play particularly, you always have to make those adjustments.
Well, I point out, and it's not that anybody can see this, but we've got the rosters in front of us. There is not a number 1 on the roster that even University of Arkansas Fort Smith provided for the program here for the Heartland Conference Tournament. This is Alexis Smith, where's number 1, or Alexis Brown, pardon me, but she was not in the roster even that we had. So you'll get free throws now, and it looks like Coach Finley selected Addie Cliff to take the free throws here for the Lady Eagles.
And she misses the first one. So to recap, let's kind of reset this for our viewers at home. You've got to be in the scorer's book prior to the game. If you're not listed, it's not that you can't play, you just have to be listed. If you put somebody into the game who's not in the scorer's book, it's an automatic technical foul. That's why we are shooting free throws, and it's 22-9. And the inbounds pass will come from Tamara Gully to Alexis Brown.
Alexis Brown is also another Little Rock native. So another Arkansas player, not surprisingly on this roster. Spent some time at Alcorn State before coming to the Lady Lions program.
Brown, nice little dish outside to Haynes. Haynes with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Another long three, up and missed, and now Oklahoma Christian will take it the other way.
Well, and you hate to see it because things were going so well for the Lady Lions, but you can kind of tell there's a little bit of attitude change right now, a little momentum change coming out of that dead ball technical due to the scorebook error.
Well, we also mentioned, too, at the very beginning of the game as our cameraman Taylor Kendrick gets involved in the action once again. I think he's had more assists than some of our players.
It's not a bad left-handed move for a guy that's holding the camera.
Yeah, not at all. We were talking about this before the game, that Fort Smith was at a disadvantage from the depth side. Oklahoma Christian's game plan is to try to tire them out, and then another two-point shot. It's a miss by Mackenzie Stanford, a rare miss, I might add, from Mackenzie Stanford. And now the Lady Lions are going to push it the other way. Inside the paint, cannot score. The putback will not fall. However, Tamara Gully was fouled, and she'll go to the line for two. And that's one of the things we were talking about. As I mentioned, it was as part of the setup here, is that Oklahoma Christian told us, listen, we're going to push. We're going to push the pace. We're going to try to wear them down. And when you play a faster pace, it really creates some opportunities underneath the basket in transition. But it also creates some opportunities underneath the basket for foul trouble, something that you mentioned earlier on, partner.
Tamara Gully goes 1 for 2 that time to the free throw line. It's just everybody's got a plan, but one of my favorite quotes ever, not a prolific quote generator, but Mike Tyson always used to say, everybody's got a plan until you punch them in the mouth. And that's kind of what's going on right now as University of Arkansas Fort Smith came out, punched the Lady Eagles in the mouth, but now they're counter punching. Look at the spin in the lane and the two going for Shea Scheffler.
Shea Scheffler just drove to the rim, I should say. And she's not, she's a 5'4" guard, but she was able to drive in and make that shot. Dickerson for three off the back of the iron and could not go. The rebound goes to Kylie Hicks.
They were about 6 of 8 from three-point land before that technical. Now they're about 6 of 10. They've gone cold from outside.
Well, when you have hot shooting streaks like that, they can absolutely start and stop. And as you mentioned, Coach Finley over at Oklahoma Christian knew that. Have to create some momentum gains now for the Lady Eagles.
Tamara Gully picks up the foul. That's going to be the 5th on the Lady Lions. So Oklahoma Christian getting to shoot here with 1:44 remaining in the first quarter.
Hanson and Taylor back into the ball game now for the Lady Lions as well.
And that's who I'd look to right there in the center of your screen, number 13, Olivia Hanson. See if she can't kind of reignite the spark that this Lady Lion team came out of the gate with.
Across the time stripe now, the Lady Lions go $148. Coach Lovato telling her players, go, go. Trying to pick up the pace just a little bit and open it up. Looking inside, the dish to Hanson for three. It's up and it's off the mark, but Hanson gets her own rebound, had her pocket picked, it flies out of bounds, and it'll go the other way.
She nearly got a face-to-face interview with J.J. Reel, the head coach of St. Edwards, who's courtside doing a little early scouting for the matchups tomorrow. Never a moment off when it comes to tournament basketball, Drew. Always working these coaches.
Shea Scheffler would take across the time stripe. Coaches have to. Long three. It's up. Off the mark. No good. And now will fly out of bounds. It should be Lady Lion basketball. The inbounds pass will come from Tamara Gully.
A good run for this Lady Lions team. This is their 4th appearance in the conference tournament in the last 6 years, and they were tied for 4th place at the end of the regular season. I think the game clock started before the inbounds.
We've got the thumbs up from the scores table, so we're ready to play. I think. Trying to.
Shot clock.
There it was. So the Lady Lions will push to the other side. Nice little move that time to try to dribble out of trouble. Three-pointer on the way, off the mark, but a rebound from the Lady Lions. Off that back iron, another three-point try from long range off the front. Another offensive rebound, two-point putback will not go. However, Michaela Haynes is fouled. She'll go to the line.
Boy, University of Arkansas Fort Smith, they just keep coming at you in waves. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing offensively, whether the game goes inside or outside. They attack, and they just keep their foot on it, trying to look for every offensive opportunity, and now they get their chance at the free throw line.
Haynes puts up her first one. She's quietly already amassed 5 points, 6 points, check that.
She's got 6, Sydney Franklin has 6, Olivia Hanson has 6, 3 players all right in a row on that roster with 6 points. That's why they've got the 12-point lead.
Inside now the steal to Taylor. She's going the other way, coast to coast, up, and the foul. She'll take and one. And that foul is going to be called on Sarah Parker underneath, and Tyla Taylor will take it.
Taylor is just a pure athlete. Look at the run out. You can tell she has probably been a multi-sport athlete for a lot of her high school career, now playing the college game, and that time able to run the length of the floor, get the bucket, but still protect the shot with the body. And I think we've got an official review maybe coming here as they bring everybody out. Did they call?
The foul is charged number 33, Sarah Parker. That'll be her first.
Flagrant one.
And they called a flagrant one. And do we have that replay? Let's take a look. I know that the officials were just looking at that, but they charged a flagrant one, and Tyla Taylor will shoot from the line.
Now in college basketball, you've got a couple different opportunities. The low camera angle is not really going to show you much because she falls out of the frame. But either way, Taylor's going to have a chance to add. She's got 4 points, but misses the first of her 2 free throws. It'll be 2 free throws and the ball here in the final 45 seconds for the team that's leading by 14.
We've already had a technical, already had a flagrant.
We're just covering all the bases
yeah, we
today.
Are. It's a little chippy in this 4-5 matchup. Officials doing a great job, however.
Great crew today. Larry Johnson, Wayne Traywicks, and William Carter, the men in stripes today. Lady Eagles kind of dodge a bullet there. They get the flagrant 1 foul, but Taylor can't make them pay at the free throw line.
So now they will have the inbounds pass from Haynes. It's a 14-point winning margin at the moment for the Lady Lions. Taylor gets a hand on it. Pardon me, check that. That's Gully and a hand check foul.
Oklahoma Christian foul charge number 2, Shane Shepard, first personal. Both teams are in the bonus.
Got another look at the replay on the official review monitor, which happens to be located to our left. Still kind of wondering where the flagrant 1 came on that one.
I was confused about that myself. I mean, incidental contact maybe, but I don't know that I would say that it was a flagrant, but this is why I don't wear stripes.
Oh yeah, to do that in real time at full speed is a skill set that we don't have, and that's why those guys are the experts.
Tamara Gully misses the first one.
Lady Lions struggling at the free throw line right now.
And she misses it again. That's 0 for 4 in the last 2 trips for the Lady Lions.
Drop their percentage for the game down below 42%.
Long 3 up and misses, and Hansen comes up with the rebound. She's got quite a bit of pressure in the backcourt, and now Haynes is going to try to make something happen here. Hansen on the near side, dishes it inside. A little reach in, now the kick back, and Lady Lions trying to find their shot, 15 on the shot clock.
3 seconds difference between the 2 clocks. They could take more time here.
Long 3, it's up, it's in! Michaela Haynes, how about a freshman from Guthrie, Oklahoma? 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, you better put it up. Catch and shoot at the buzzer, can't quite make it. Can Addie Clifton, that is how we will end the first quarter. Prolific shooting from the Lady Lions, 30-13 your score when we come back to second quarter here on the Heartland Conference Sports Network.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Welcome back to the UMAC here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Score 30-13, a 17-point differential here in this first quarter. I'm Drew Brenn alongside Corey Briggs, and then Jose Harbor, our man on the sideline, has a report for us a little bit later on. We'll be checking back in with him. Prolific shooting from behind the 3-point line for UFAS here. 7 for 15 in that first quarter.
7 of 15 for 46%. They were 45% from the floor, Drew, 10 of 22. The only maybe bugaboo in their shooting so far today, 3 of 8 from the free throw line. And I don't have the numbers in front of me to know if they've struggled at the line all season or not, but that's a number that I'm sure if you're Coach Lovato, you'd like to see change.
Oklahoma Christian now working it in. Addie Clift on the outside trying to get it. 2-point shot will not go, and the rebound goes to Taylor. There's Hansen out on the far side. Now an inside push to Taylor, has her pocket picked. And whoa. I got a good view of that one.
You should have.
right beside me here, and could have hosted the view like Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, gosh. Well, that's one way of doing it. My dad's more of a chew man now that he's retired. He likes to watch that daytime TV.
Ball almost flies out of bounds. Oklahoma Christian puts it up, will not fall. Taylor underneath, a beast underneath.
She had to duck an elbow that time from Megan Shelton. Bob and weave, bob and weave.
And now here's Haynes. She had a big three to end the first quarter. And now just moving the basketball. Haynes, two-point shot will not go. Rebound for the Lady Lions, whistle and a foul. That's a hand check. Let's send it to our man Jose Harbor with an update from the Oklahoma Christian bench. Jose, go ahead.
Thanks, guys. I was listening to him in timeout, and Coach was telling the team, look, this is about the team. This is not about and she feels that they're not playing as tough as they can. She wants them to actually foul and send them to the free throw line instead of giving up easy shots. She doesn't mind them collecting fouls because it is a team thing. Also, she doesn't want them helping off on the three. She's afraid they're leaving the UFAS just too wide open for threes, and they're getting easy buckets. And then they could stop the layups if they just go straight up. So Coach just reiterating, we got to play a little tougher, guys. They're not getting all these points just because they're playing better than us.
Excellent points there, Jose, as we watch the inbounds pass. But you know that you're talking about the physicality underneath. You know, they have had some wide open looks.
Well, I love any coach that's aggressive enough to say, hey, you know what? We have a deep bench. We can foul all we want. Right now, University of Arkansas Fort Smith is 4 of 10 at the free throw line. They're shooting better from three-point land than they are the charity stripe. Put them on the line where they can't succeed right now.
Here comes Brown trying to go coast to coast, gets it to Taylor. Nice little jump up and underneath. There's the foul.
Yep.
And you put Taylor at the line, who has struggled from the free throw line.
0 for 2 so far for Taya Taylor. You see the drive, the one-handed pass. Taylor spins, tries to get position. She's sandwiched between two Lady Eagles. She goes back to the line. She's yet to make a free throw this afternoon, and she still hasn't.
And you can see the strategy that Jose was talking about from Coach Finley. Send them to the line. Take away that outside perimeter shot. It takes away some of that momentum.
It's hack a shack, but an entire team. It's hack a Lady Lion.
As she makes her first one, 25% from the line, 50% on that trip. It's 32-13 now. Inside, nice little dish in the lane. Hands up and a walk. You have to give some credit to Taylor there underneath. Hands were straight up. She got called for the travel. Did Addie Clift.
It's good defense that time. Good defense will make those kind of mistakes pop up, and your momentum just carries you too far, and the Lady Lions get the ball back.
Well, there's Olivia Hansen again, and then Alexis Brown. They're setting up in the perimeter, cross court to Hansen, who may have had an open look for just a moment. Back to Brown. Brown with the dish to Hansen. Long three. It's up. It's in. Good Lord Almighty. Olivia Hansen with another three, and she's making it look easy. Timeout from Coach Stephanie Finley. And we're going to take it with them back at the UMAC right after this.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
Welcome back to the UMAC. Take a look at the three-point shooting from this Lady Lions basketball team. It's been all over. And then here's Michaela Haynes from early on in the game. That's from the first quarter. Then Olivia Hansen, who has 3 on the day. She has 9 points total, all from beyond the arc, as we welcome you back to the UMAC partner.
University of Arkansas, 4 different players have knocked down threes already. All but one of them have got multiple three-point makes.
2-point shot will not go for Oklahoma Christian. The rebound will go the way of Sydney Franklin, and she loses her handle on it. And Coach Reel again getting another up-close and personal look at it. And I think she's just trying to scout and have a little bit of a day off, but she just keeps getting hammered over there. And then you see our friends over on Radio Row.
Some of the folks that Drew and I have an opportunity to go talk to, try to get as much information as we can right before every broadcast, because those are the guys that see these teams all year long, the beat writers, the sports information people, and the local radio talent that cover these teams game in and game out.
Inside, Taylor, pocket picked. Foul is going to be called. This time looks like on Kylie Hicks, 5'9" senior from Choctaw, Oklahoma.
Well, see if Taylor can improve. The last time she went 1 for 2 at the free throw line, got her first make of the day. She's sitting on 5 points and 7 rebounds, and she's getting her opportunities to make free throws right now, Drew. She's just not connecting. She's one of 5 now.
And they don't mind sending Taylor to the free throw line for that reason. They can disrupt momentum, send one of the poorer shooters, at least from behind the charity stripe, to the free throw line. It's a sound strategy from Coach. So Oklahoma Christian now is going to move across the time stripe. Trying to quicken that pace. That was something that they talked about, but now another turnover. It could end up being a jump ball, scramble for it. And the alternating error goes to the Lady Lions. And you know, I think this is a point that needs to be stressed, Corey, because over on this end, I'm not seeing a whole lot of action over on this end of the floor, and we're talking, of course, about the Oklahoma Christian side.
No, I ironically enough had a hockey game about a month ago where the final score was 10-6, very high-scoring game in hockey. Every goal was scored on what was the right side.
Hansen again for 3, and she just misses it.
And that's kind of the way it feels right now. We don't have a running clock on the scoring drought, but it's got to be close to 4 minutes now since the Lady Eagles have been able to get a field goal.
Well, they have not scored at least since the last timeout, which is almost 2 minutes, and it's been longer even than that. She throws up a prayer. This time does Parker, and she can't quite get it to fall. Alexis Brown is fouled. And that is going to send Parker to the line. Hansen's going to come out. Going back in is Tamara Gully. Parker's first shot on the way, only shot on the way, and good. It is 36-14 now. Give to Dickerson around the circle, drives the lane, 2-pointer will not go. Oklahoma Christian has it and in transition, trying to push. Gets the pass down low, but cannot find the shot. Now we'll get it paint. Gully takes it away. Lady Lions are going underneath. They've got the 3-on-2 advantage in the paint, reverse layup, and just lips it in. That was pretty.
Oh, a little Euro step that time from Gully from Richmond, Texas, and it rolled all the way around and dropped.
2-pointer for Oklahoma Christian will not go. Here's Taylor on the rebound, pulls it down like a beast, covers it up. Textbook.
She's going to have 10 rebounds before we get to halftime, the way she's working the glass.
Hayne to Brown. Brown in the paint, gets knocked down. No foul call this time. However, Fort Smith will maintain possession of the ball.
Mackenzie Stafford that time defensively got the position, played over the top of the Lady Lions, but they will keep the possession here. 17 on the shot clock, 6:11 to play until halftime.
So the inbounds pass coming. It's going to come to Haynes. Haynes eyed the 3, maybe got away with a step there. From the wing looking now Brown. Out to Taylor. Taylor on the inside off the glass whistle. Fouled again.
Charging foul.
And this time, yes, you're absolutely right. They got Taylor for the charge. And She may have dropped that shoulder that time, but you're so accustomed to seeing Taylor get fouled underneath, the call went the other way.
That'll bring Taylor out of the game. Sydney Franklin inserted back into the 5-player rotation here. Drew, University of Arkansas Fort Smith has used all but 1 player. They've got 8 that have seen minutes in this game. The only player not to come off the bench yet is number 10, Gabriela Castillo.
Inside 2-point shot will not fall, and the rebound goes to Alexis Brown, who does not have the size to be going up and getting those rebounds, but she did. Now the Lady Lions setting up the offense. 3-pointer on the way. How about another one? Michaela Haynes, the freshman, introducing you to three-point land once again. Along the baseline, looking for the reverse layup. 2-pointer will not go. Rebound being fought over still. Oklahoma Christian has it, will go up. Whistle on a foul. They may get Sanisha Dickerson there.
Well, Dickerson had the rebound, lost it, and then commits the foul trying to get it back. She's going to put Sarah Parker, a second team all-conference standout at the line. See, did they end up giving that to Dickerson or did they give it to Haynes? Let's see. They do end up giving it to Michaela Haynes.
That's her first.
She had the backside defensive help.
Free throw on the way is up and good again. It's 41-16. On the wing now. 5 minutes to go here in this opening half. They give to Haynes. She eyed the three, decided not to. Eyed it again, decided not to. And the Lady Lions moving. Inside 2-point jumper will not go. A little bit of contact beforehand. Lady Eagles were scrambling for it directly in front of our cameraman there, and you can see the fight is on, trying to get to that basketball, but Dickerson comes up with it.
Oklahoma Christian has found something defensively now that has kind of sparked them, and we thought Zanisha Dickerson got the foul on this end of the floor. We were just prognosticating. The foul came just a few seconds later on the other end.
4:57 to play in this opening half. It's a 41-16 ball game.
That was Dickerson's second foul. She checks that now with 4:55 to play until the halftime break.
This is a great use of what bench you do have for Coach Lovato. Trying to drive to the rim. 2-point shot.
Wow, that was a fantastic move by Mackenzie Stanford, showing you why she's been able to score over 500 points this season. She just abused that time the defender. It was Olivia Hanson trying to guard her. She shook one way, shook the other way, and took it to the rack.
And the old-fashioned three-point play. That's where it was. 41-19, and a great job there. Here's Brown out to the wing. Back 4.5 minutes left, and here's Brown again. Lady Lions giving it to Hanson, wide open look, and she misses it off the back iron. Not quite the sweet spot for Hanson, who's already got 3 tray balls in this game. Inside dish, great look in the lane. Oklahoma Christian, that was Audrey Hayes. And a proud big sister, maybe
proud little sister saying, that's my big there. Look at the run out. Holy cow.
Timeout on the floor. All right, let's just talk about it here because both teams are in the huddle. And we'll be back right after this timeout here on the Heartland Conference Sports Network. He said under 4.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does.
At the UMAC, Hanson has got it at the top of the key, back to Brown on the wing. 4 minutes to play here in this first half. Jose Harbour will have a report for us here just a few minutes. Inside dish, 2-point shot. Cannot get it to fall. The Lady Eagles are going to take it the other way. Looking for that inside dish. Loses her handle on the basketball. That time does Stanford. Had the wide open look and just didn't have the control. Hansen will inbound.
A little bit of a pause here while head coach Stephanie Finley gets an explanation on who got the ball on the out-of-bounds play. The ball's going to go to University of Arkansas Fort Smith, but I think there was a little confusion there on the far end of the floor.
Brown loses her handle on it, took an extra step. That's walking and double dribbling. Take your pick on that, and they call her for it. Inbounds pass is going to come from Parker. 5 points on the day for her. Out of the backcourt now, Oklahoma Christian setting it up. In the paint, turnaround, two-point jumper off the front of the iron, no good. Hansen's going to take it out of the backcourt.
For Smith.
Back to Haynes now. Haynes down in the wing. Three-pointer on the way, cannot find it to fall. And now here comes Gully, takes a blocking foul. A great job by Gully to get that foul. Take a look at it again.
Drives the lane, runs right through Sarah Parker. Parker gets up, tries to plead her case. Coach Finley pleads her case. It's not going to matter as the three-point play. They leave it short, but look, an offensive rebound.
Hansen takes it back out to Haynes now. Lady Lions working within circles. Inside dish, they call the walk. And the ball will go the other way. Jose Harbor is our man on the sideline. He has a report for us. Jose?
Thanks, guys. I'm actually sitting here with Paula Hansen. She is the mother of Olivia Hansen, number 13 for University of Arkansas Fort Smith. Paula, just talk about Olivia. You know, she played high school in Fort Smith, decided to stay in Fort Smith. Why was that?
Well, she had a really good high school coach. They played 3 years. They went to the state finals. They actually won it 1 year, and she just loved Coach Smith. He got them ready for college, and Coach Smith has a huge following in Fort Smith. I know that you're familiar with that area, and I think just the fact that she could play in front of her family, friends, neighbors, people from church come to watch her, that was a big decision factor in it.
Well, so far Olivia has 11 points. She's doing pretty well. I think she's hit 3 threes. What's it like for you to be able to watch her, play college ball so close to you?
It's incredible. I'm so glad that she decided to stay in Fort Smith. We even try to catch the away games, and to think that, if she were further away, that would have to be an every game thing. It's a huge benefit to have her here in Fort Smith. We have a large family, and she always has her own private fan club at each and every game, basically. So it's really nice.
Well, and I also heard Olivia's dating one of the players on the men's team. So you got kind of a little basketball family going on. How's that?
We do. I know that they work out with each other. Even I think that's their date night. They go and shoot in the gym for a couple hours every night during the season, and they're both very competitive. Seth Youngblood is probably one of the better players that's played for the Lions over the years, and I think he challenges her and he doesn't take it easy on her. So I think that comes up to our benefit that they're dating.
And last question here real quick. Just talk about Coach Lovato. This is her first season, and we've heard there's been some changes, and she does a little more with less. Just talk about how she's been as a coach with Olivia.
Of course, coming into the season, you don't know what to expect with a new coach, a new philosophy, the new everything, but she has done so much for these girls, just not financially, physically, she's challenged them mentally. She has had so little to work with, but she has been their biggest fan throughout the year. She's done more for them than any of the college coaches that Liv's played for over the years, and we are very grateful to have her. I think we're very fortunate. I think her game plan is really working out towards the end of the season, and next year her recruiting class that she's going to have, we're really excited that that's going to be Liv's senior year, that she's going to get to go out with hopefully a really good class, and we're just really thankful for her coming to Fort Smith, bringing her talents here. She's been wonderful for these girls.
All right, well, I appreciate it, Paula, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the game. It looks like University of Arkansas Fort Smith is on the way to a win, so we'll see how that goes. Drew, back to you.
All right, thanks, Jose. Great interview as always. We appreciate that. It's 50-26 now. in favor of the Lady Lions. 2 minutes to play here in this first half. And Alexis Brown has it between the circles. Will work it out towards the wing. $1:50 to play, and now the move to Sydney Franklin. Franklin had a good showing at this tournament last year. Here's Hansen. Now back to Franklin. Franklin looking for the three, and she'll dish it inside. Two-point shot will not go. Putback will not go. Second putback will go, however. Maya Perry, the 5'10 senior guard from Huntsville, Texas, on the third attempt. Whistle and a foul. That time they're going to call Perry for it.
University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, dominating the total rebounding stat, 29-17. More than 12 rebounds here in the first 2 quarters of play than their opponent here in Oklahoma Christian, and that goes a long way. A lot of coaches, Drew, will tell you, I can take a stat sheet and cover up every line. If I look and see who's winning the rebounding battle, I bet they've usually got the lead.
And so far, that has been absolutely true for the Lady Lions. 52-27 with $1:24 to play here in this opening half. It's a 4-5 matchup, and Brown will take the basketball in the backcourt. Between the circles now, working it out far side, near side, I should say. Just trying to execute the offense. Nice little pump move in mid-air. Alexis Brown able to avoid the contact, puts the 2 points up. That was a highly athletic play. Turnaround jumper will not go. Hand in her face, and I believe, don't know, but I think they got Hansen for that, and they did.
Absolutely right. Olivia reached in that time. That's her first foul. The team's both now with 5 fouls here as we're inching our way toward halftime.
First shot up and away and good. It's a 25-point lead.
First points of the day for Hannah Holosik.
Lady Lions are going the other way now. 28 on the shot clock, 54 on the game clock. They can't hold to the last shot, but they can chew up a lot of time. Here's Brown to Franklin at the top, working the circles. Here's Hansen again, and the Lady Lions just chewing up some time. Whistle. And they got Dickerson foul away from the basket, and that's a third foul on Dickerson.
I think she sent an illegal screen that time. They were trying to curl off a screen, a little move in the high post that time. Dickerson's third. She's really the first player on either team, I think, that's got 3 fouls. No, say she's got 3 fouls. So does Perry for the Lady Lions. So that's something to watch in the second half.
Lady Lions cross-court pass to Franklin. She had her hand on it, but she was in traffic. 25 seconds left. There is no shot clock. Trying to find some help underneath. And will dish outside, inside the paint. 2-point shot up off the glass, and good. Oklahoma Christian scores quickly. And now Franklin will take it to the other end. Try to reset. They've got plenty of time. Here's Hansen with 10 seconds. They're going to slow it down 1 shot. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. There's the screen. 3 seconds. Loses her handle on it. They're going to get Megan Shelton with the foul. Check that. They gave it to Mackenzie Stafford.
Stafford's first foul put Hansen at the line. A very good free throw shooter is Olivia Hansen.
First shot on the way and good for Hansen.
What is it about 3-point shooters? 3-point shooters are always usually prolific free throw shooters as well. Just something about that being able to set up, go through the motions, and knock it down.
One of the things that Coach Zimmerman at the University of Arkansas always said was exactly that, but it's all about form. With 2.8 seconds left, 1.7 seconds, trying to get it up before the buzzer. Cannot get there. That's how we are going to go to the locker room. 56-32 your score. Lady Lions in a commanding lead. We'll see how the second half plays out on the Heartland Conference Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student-athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of 1 student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved.
Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are
St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis, and I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
We make sure our graduates get the most out of their education.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future and transformed how I see my world.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
We open our arms to students from around the corner and from around the world.
No matter where we're from, all Dust Devil student athletes play for the love of our sport, the love of our team, and the love of our university. If you can play here, you can play.
If you can play,
you can play. Om du kan spela, så kan du spela.
Si můžeš hrát, můžeš hrát.
Si puedes jugar, puedes jugar.
If you can play, you can play.
I came here to get my degree at a great school. Along the way, I worked at an orphanage in India and taught school in Peru. It's changed how I look at the world and how I see my future.
Newman University in Wichita. Newman is a family that comes together to excel in the classroom and on the field. As the only private NCAA Division II university in Kansas, our student athletes are uniquely prepared for success beyond college. Newman University, empowering graduates to transform society.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
He is the God who sees me. He knows who I am becoming and who I will one day be. The kingdom of God. This is no small stake. With all my heart, mind, and strength, I will answer the call.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
This is the you that goes beyond a bachelor's degree. This is the International U, Texas A&M International University. Learn how to take your talents further at tameu.edu.
Whoever you are, whoever you want to be, find your future with us. We are UAFS.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
And we welcome you back to the UMAC here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. An entertaining game of fireworks here in that first half, Corey. 56-32, our halftime score, and quite a bit to get to as we send it down to our man on the sidelines, Jose Harbor, who has a sideline report for us. Jose.
Thanks, guys. I was able to get some information during the halftime. And the last time these two teams played, or earlier in the season, Eufus was actually up on the Lady Eagles by 21 points, and the Lady Eagles were able to come back and tie the game. Now, Lady Eagles end up losing, but that just goes to show you that this game is not out of reach for the Lady Eagles. Drew?
Absolutely. You know, in the two meetings that these two teams had in the regular season, and an excellent job, Jose. January the 12th, it was an 89-84 loss for Oklahoma Christian. February the 18th, a 79-70 loss for UA Fort Smith. So the teams split the regular season series by a matter of 5 and 9 points respectively. And so you have to think that these two teams, well, especially what Jose was saying, there have been 20-point deficits here in the past. You have to know that these two teams are more than capable of putting on some fireworks in the second half.
Well, and understand what you're seeing here today from the Lady Lions offensively. This is a ball club that normally averages 72 points per game. They've got 56 as the third quarter begins. This is the team that has shot the lights out. That was going to be a hard pace to maintain here in the second half.
Quick stat we need to throw your way as a up and three. Sarah Parker with a tray ball to start. You were talking about Mackenzie Stanford in the first half. She crossed the 1,700 career point threshold in that first half.
The number 2 all-time leading scorer in Heartland Conference history. And Drew, that three for the Lady Eagles, only the second of the game.
Taylor with a rare miss underneath and a whistle and a fight for the ball. They called that one on Tay Taylor.
That's her third personal, the first foul called on either team. We're barely 30 seconds into the third frame, but that's a big third foul for a very powerful rebounder. 6 points and 9 rebounds in the first half for Taylor.
Oklahoma Christian on the other side looking to find something happening to spark the offense in the deep wing. Whistle, no shot. And they call that one on Tamara Gully. And that's her third, and exactly what you talked about. Foul trouble beginning to be a problem for the Lady Lions.
4 players.
Up and almost, but not quite there. Whistle underneath.
There's just a silly foul that time on Mackenzie Stanford. Too aggressive that time. Taylor obviously had control of the rebound. The foul comes from behind that time, but look at this. Haynes, 3 fouls. Gully, 3 fouls. Perry, 3 fouls. Dickerson, 3 fouls. Taylor, 3 fouls. I misspoke before. 5 players, all with 3 fouls.
You have to think that there's going to have to be a little bit more conservative play. They do have the cushion. You know that head coach Stephanie Finley is looking at that and saying, we have an opportunity. We can play a little more physical and draw the contact.
Well, they played for not intentionally fouling.
2 points up and in that time for Mackenzie Stanford.
But they said, hey, they can't make a free throw today. Let's foul them. We're deep enough we can do that. Now you change that, flip that script, and say offensively, we want to attack, and force them to reach out and foul us. And the next thing you know, Lady Lions are going to be without a couple of players.
Here's Hansen. She had 3 3-pointers in the first half. And the give to Brown with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Hansen, steps up, 3-pointer on the way. Up and in, make it number 4. 4 3-point shots for Olivia Hansen. Lights out from 3-point land.
Started the first quarter with the triple, starts the third quarter with the triple, and expands that lead, 59-37. It's a big lead playing here in the second half.
Skirmish for the basketball underneath. Tamara Gully, you see there on your screen, picked up, dusted off, and we're awaiting the inbounds as Tyla Taylor comes off.
Still got to get one more player out there. I can let him play with 6.
Brown and Gully. Trying to get some folks in there who do not have foul trouble while you've got this cushion. Hansen with a hand in the face. 3-pointer on the way and in for Sarah Parker.
Sarah Parker from Piedmont, Oklahoma, knocks down her 56th 3-pointer of the season. A couple of threes will change the complexion of this game.
Off the fingertips that time of Stanford, and Lady Lions will maintain possession. The inbounds pass coming from Haynes. Looking all the way down to Hanson. Hanson to the wing. Franklin stops, pops, two-point shot off the front of the iron. It will not go. Lady Lions with the rebound. She's pushed by Stanford. The ball flies out of bounds. 7:40 to play here in the third quarter.
That's Michaela Haynes, the smallest player on the floor right now for UA Fort Smith, 5'5". She missed 8 games early on with an injury, but she's still working for the rebounds underneath.
Haynes inside, two-point jumper will not go. 3 Lady Eagles underneath awaiting that rebound. They were swarming. And that's Kylie Hicks with the basketball now and tries to get it inside, closely guarded by Dickerson, loses her handle on the basketball, whistle and a foul, and if they call that one on Dickerson, that's a big foul.
Or Haynes. It's Haynes.
It's Haynes.
It's her fourth.
That's a big, big issue for the Lady Lions. As we talked about depth from the early going, take a look at it. Again, here we are. You have to be careful on those fouls. And there you see just right there, Haynes. Dickerson with the arms up.
Dickerson straight up. It was Haynes on the reach that time, so she's got 4. We probably won't see her now, Drew, until the fourth quarter.
Lady Eagles with their own rebound. Long 3, up and in. Addie Cliff, the sophomore from Kiowa, Oklahoma, with another tray. Light up the boards. Ladies, that's what you've done all day.
Everybody wants to shoot threes now.
Brown loses her handle on the basketball. A lot of contact underneath, no foul from either side. Brown comes up with it. From the long ball, Sydney Franklin! Sydney Franklin had a heck of a tournament last year and now puts up a tray of her own in this game. Long 3 again, almost, but not quite, as Dickerson will take the basketball, loses her handle on it, nearly has her pocket pick, is in double team, and whistle and a foul.
That'll be 4 on Dickerson now. So you've lost your starting point guard and your starting post. And if you thought this lead was safe for the Lady Lions, son, you have thought too fast.
This is a sound strategy by Stephanie Finley. Look at the double team on Dickerson here. She had nowhere to go. They're going to call that foul.
Well, the worst part is it's bad team play that time, because you don't leave a post to bring the ball up. None of the guards came back to help out. The double team came, and then she ends up committing the foul.
Whistle down now, and they're just creating the fouls.
White 24, that's Maya Perry. That's the 3rd player with 4 fouls in this quarter.
I have to say, Stephanie Finley has 601 career wins. You do it by playing smart, strategic basketball, just like that. It's incredible.
The 601st win came against University of Arkansas Fort Smith, 79-70. And they are going to have a monumental comeback today if she wants win number 602. But it is setting up in their favor right now to be able to make a run here with all the foul trouble that the Lady Lions have got themselves into.
This is an incredible turn of events, as both free throws are made by Sarah Parker. The Lady Lions are going to have to play carefully. Here's Brown. She's going to push it across the time stripe here. She's going to try to go all the way in, but then try to dribble out of trouble. She's in double coverage, and now Franklin has to find a way to help Taylor inside. Turnaround two-point jumper off the iron, will not go. Flies out of bounds, last touch. It's going Oklahoma Christian's way.
In everything that the foul trouble affects, Drew, both ends of the floor now. Taylor, you could even tell on that offensive possession, doesn't feel like she can turn square to the basket and drive. She had to kind of pull up and almost fade away on the jumper to make sure that an offensive foul call couldn't be made.
Long 3 up, and a little bit of a tip that time. And did Alexis Brown have a tip on that? Alexis Brown is one of the shorter players, 5'6" freshman guard out of Little Rock. She gets a hand on it.
Doesn't mean she can't jump, partner. She got up.
Inbounds pass, a little tip that time by Gully. And that's defensive disruption that we've talked about all day. This team was down by as much as 25 in this third quarter, chipping away at 62-45. The inbounds pass will come from Kylie Higgs. In now to Clift. And Oklahoma Christian just setting it up. If they can get some shots to fall, they're right back in this one. Now an inside. Parker, two-point shot up and in. Good ball movement, good control. The Lady Lions are having to play conservatively to avoid the foul. And here's Hansen. Three-point land. You know she can make it. Cross court to Franklin. Her three is up. Her three is in. Good things come in threes for the Lady Lions today. Another three. It's up. It's in. Mackenzie Stanford. 1,704 points in her career. 3 on that play. Unbelievable three-point shooting we have seen from both of these teams. Here's Brown trying to push it. Makes, stops, walks.
They have combined now, Drew, for 17 made threes. 17.
Whistle and a timeout on the floor. We will take it with them. More to come here in the Heartland Conference Tournament on the Heartland Conference Sports Network.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
Open it up here at the UMAC. That's exactly what both of these teams have done from beyond the arc. Look at these three-pointers just raining down.
So it's a beautiful day here in Tulsa, Drew, but it has been raining threes inside the UMAC. The numbers for the Lady Lions, 12 of 22 from beyond the arc.
There you see
5 for 14 for Coach Finley's ball club.
That's who you saw just then. 601 career wins. I would say, dare say, the most respected women's coach in the entire state of Oklahoma.
She has done a lot for the game in the state of Oklahoma, and like we said off the top of this broadcast, not done yet. Not done this season, not done coaching.
Long three, up and in, nothing but net for Addie Clift. Unreal.
Addie Clift, 2 of 6 from three-point land, now with 7 points.
Taylor with the response, another 2-point shot underneath. It's a 24-point ball game. It's a 14-point ball game, excuse me. I can't add. Taylor with the catch on the air ball.
And you were so good at math yesterday. What happened?
Day to day. Inbounds here from Hansen on the wing, and Brown has it between the circles. You see that the Lady Lions are trying to chew up some clock now, but inside push and clean block that time by Gady. Coast to coast now goes Hayes. Count that basket, 5'9" junior from UConn. Puts it up and in.
Olivia Hansen may be the only player left that can commit a foul without it being a huge ordeal. That's only her second, the team's 5th. As we've still got 4 minutes left in the quarter, and they're going to be shooting the bonus the rest of the way, the Lady Eagles.
Well, you see the sidelines for the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Lady Lions. Let's go to our man Jose Harbor on the sidelines. Jose?
Thanks, guys. I was able to listen into the University of Arkansas Fort Smith timeout. Coach Lovato wanted to stress to her kids, look, we have a pretty big lead. There's no reason to start panicking now. But I would watch them switch to that 3-2 zone or 2-3 zone. They are going to go to zone because they are in foul trouble. And she is looking for her post players to be as active as they can, because they know that the shooters of Oklahoma Christian can make outside shots. So they know that they've been in trouble in the past, and Oklahoma Christian has come back on them. So Lovato's trying to avoid that this time.
Thank you, Jose, and you're absolutely right. You know, at the one point during this game, you would say, you know, there's no reason to panic. No, if you're the Lady Lions, there might be time to panic. I mean, you may have a 12-point lead, but think about it. You were up as much as 25 in this quarter, and that lead is slowly being chipped away. And you couple that, of course, with how much foul trouble this Lady Lions team is in, and you have to play conservatively.
There are 3 players with 4 fouls and 2 players with 3 fouls, and that only leaves about 2 players left on the entire roster.
Because that's something that we touched on in the pregame. This roster is not very big as Franklin gives it out to Gully and Gully to Brown.
Hey, all Finley's troops need is a stop here, Drew. A stop and a bucket. It's a less than 10-point game. So I would say panic is right around the corner unless some more 3 balls start dropping for the Lady Lions.
Sydney Franklin missed that shot. The ball will fly out of bounds, and it's for the Lady Lions. And yes, I would absolutely agree with you. And first-year head coach Elena Lovato really coached your team well all game long, but that depleted roster really comes into play here. Nice move by Hanson to disrupt the pass. Looking at the 3 is Oklahoma Christian. They're trying to set up that scoring machine that they have unleashed so far in this second half. 13 on the shot clock. Now moving along the baseline. Still can't find their shot. They're taking away the inside game. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Don't want to foul. 3 on the way. It's up off the iron and no good. The rebound goes to Taylor, and Taylor will send it to Brown, and she'll take it cross-court. And now you see, slowing the game down just a little bit, Franklin to Gully, I should say, and then to Brown. Brown, 2-pointer up on the way. It will not go. Whistle, and she's fouled.
Oklahoma Christian foul 34, Audrey Hayes, that's her 3rd personal, 2nd team foul. Alexis Brown, 2.
Brown will go behind the line. First shot up and in. So if you're Coach Lovato right now, what are you thinking?
Well, coaches get paid for moments like this, and you can see her pacing in front of us. She's got a calm tone in her voice. She is conveying the attitude she wants her players to have right now. Stay calm, stay cool, stay collected. You still have a lead here. There's nothing to worry about, but they are just maybe one more big play away from this game getting very interesting.
Oklahoma Christian trying to find their shot. Long 3, it's up. My goodness, Addie Cliff from the NBA range. Are you kidding me?
If she was any further back, we would have been outside of Tulsa.
Tulsa Shock needs to give her a phone call on that. Let's take a look at that one again. Unbelievable.
Her 3rd 3 of the afternoon, and she is way back. I used to have an opportunity to cover the Missouri State Bears with Coach Barry Henson.
Long 3 again for the Lady Lions, and a miss there by Gully.
And he had a great 3-point shooter named Blake Ahern. I used to ask Barry, when is Blake in range? And he would say when he gets off the bus. I would say that rule applies to Addie
Here
Cliff.
we go again, another 3. Up and in, Addie Cliff, eat your heart out, Steph Curry. She's made another one.
Look at the scoreboard, everybody. 71-62 now.
It's a single-digit game.
The Lady Lions aren't moving on the offensive end of the floor the same way as they did earlier. The fans from Oklahoma Christian starting to make some noise, but there you get an answer.
Sydney Franklin puts up a 2-pointer in the paint. It's 73-62. You hear the coaches, post up, long 3 again, Oklahoma Christian. Are you kidding me? Mackenzie Stanford, another 3-pointer. I don't know why I'm surprised.
I don't know why they're shooting 3s like they're free throws right now, man. 9 of 19 now from beyond the arc are the Lady Eagles, and they have finally found their offensive gear, and it is in high right now.
Absolutely unbelievable 3-point shooting from both of these teams today. I don't know that I have ever seen something quite like this.
Don't see a lot of this, I have to admit. They are shooting as teams now. 54% for the Lady Lions, 47% for the Lady Eagles from three-point land. Those are better numbers than you normally get just from the floor in general.
Taylor under pressure underneath, trying to get it out to Brown, loses the basketball. Oklahoma Christian will turn it over. Across the time stripe they go. Now trying to go coast to coast is Oklahoma Christian. That is Megan Shelton. Couldn't quite get there, but they get the rebound. 27 seconds on the shot clock. High in the three-point shots, and they have taken this perimeter shooting as a way to chip away at this lead. It's now just a 8-point deficit. Whistle and the foul.
Going to be a push on Alexis Brown, her second. It's Brown, Franklin, and Hanson, the only three players left that don't have to be guarded every time the whistle blows.
Stanford at the line. And you don't want to put Stanford anywhere where she's getting an opportunity at free buckets.
No, you want to talk about a lady that's been to the free throw line before today. 184 trips to the charity stripe, 126 makes, over 68.5%. She hasn't had a ton of opportunities here today, but when she's gone, she's 5 of 5 without a miss.
Now look at this. It's a 2-possession game, folks. A 2-possession game, and Hanson will inbound.
It's like they always say, that's why you play the games. You don't just stop at halftime because you don't like the score.
Hanson crossing the time stripe, looking, trying to go coast to coast with it, puts it up, is fouled. And she'll go to the line. And I do like the approach by the Lady Lions here. You see it again on replay. You try to get those fouls underneath in transition and try to avoid drawing the foul yourself, but once in a while you may get that charge as well.
Well, at this time too, Drew, you've got to get the opposing team out of rhythm. I mean, they are just coming down, and it's catch and shoot three after catch and shoot three after catch and shoot three. You got to do something to slow this game down a little bit, change the pace. So a driving foul here and a chance at the free throw line just for everybody to catch their breath and take a little momentum away from the Lady Eagles.
And Hanson missed her first one. She makes the second one, but a rare miss from her. 35 seconds. It's about a 6-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside, 2-point shot will not go. The rebound goes to Gully. 25 seconds, no shot clock here. Backcourt pressure being applied. They cannot break it. And now the Lady Lions trying to get it across the court to Franklin, and Franklin slows it down 14 seconds.
Got to look to hold for one here if you're the Lady Lions.
Brown, nice little move, 6 seconds, 5 seconds dribbles in. No shot, whistle, and I believe they're gonna get Stanford.
Oh yeah, Wayne Trawick gets Stanford for the foul. That is her fourth. That is your first team all-conference #2 scorer all time in the Heartland Conference. Now that's in danger for Coach Finley's club, 4 fouls.
And Brown makes her first one.
This is why I've never liked mercy rules in games, because you play differently if you think you can get to a certain point and be safe.
And she makes both. Back out to a 9-point lead, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Better hurry, try to get it up. And there's no shot there. That's how we're going to end the third quarter. We go down to the final few minutes of play. It's 76-67. We're going to the wire here in the 4-5 matchup. Stay with us. More to come on the Heartland Conference Sports Network.
It's on us to stop sexual assault
in any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Back to the UMAC as we get set for fourth quarter action. Alexis Brown gives it off to Hanson. So we welcome you back to Tulsa. True Print, Corey Briggs at courtside. Jose Harbor, our man on the sideline, and the Lady Lions and the Lady Eagles of Fort Smith and Oklahoma Christian respectively locked up in a tight one here. Gully took an extra step or two, able to get away from it, whistle on a foul call.
If that's on 40, that's going to be the fourth foul on Taylor Taylor.
And it is.
So she is now the fourth Lady Lion with 4 fouls, and we have got 9:38 until this one draws to a close.
We were talking during the break about the difference in this ball game from the first half to the second half. We talked a lot about three-point shooting, but Corey, free throw shooting has been a big part of it as well.
Oklahoma Christian is 20 of 22 at the free throw line.
Long three, up and in, Hattie Clift. There's nothing else to say.
Well, it's a product of two things right now, Drew. You've got 4 players with 4 fouls. Nobody can expand the defense to the perimeter. So players like Addie Cliff can just shoot at will, and if you don't put a hand in your face, if you don't challenge her, she's going to shoot 50% from the line, and that's what she's done in the second half.
Parker's going coast to coast. Slaps it away, and my goodness. They got Gully.
That's her fourth.
Here's that long range three. Did you see how much hang time there was?
She put some air under it.
It took 20 minutes to get to the hoop.
She is 5 of 9 as Addie Cliff from three-point land. She's got 16 points. Mackenzie Stanford has quietly collected 22 points today. There are 3 players for Oklahoma Christian. 22 points, 16 points, and 15 points for Sarah Parker.
Dickerson back into the game.
It's a 5-point game.
Just 2 possessions, and the Lady Lions are going to take it.
The lead in the second quarter for the Lady Lions with 5:58 to play in the second quarter. They were up 27, Drew.
Draws the foul this time, though, a little dose of Oklahoma Christian's medicine. They called that one on Sarah Parker. That's her 4th personal foul. And Ellison Marigoli to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. That will extend this lead to 7, potentially to 8 if she can make it. And you have to think, if you're the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, you have to try to maintain ways to get that cushion. Great shot that time on the free throw.
They're 15 of 24, or 15 of 25 are the Lady Lions at the free throw line today. Not the robust 97% that their opposition's shooting, but still not bad.
Inside the lane, 2-point shot is up, and it is good. Megan Shelton takes the lane and takes the 2. It's 79-73. Driving the lane this time is Brown, whistle and a foul. Right in front of our cameraman once again.
Taylor tried to catch her. Give him credit.
He did. He did try. And here's Brown. Shot up, shot good. Unreal.
Knocking down clutch free throws right now. The Lady Lions have to have these.
And she gets them both. That extends the lead to 8. 81-73. Brown putting on a little bit of backcourt pressure, but being very careful. Trying to go coast to coast with it was Shelton that time. She gives off to Dawkins, who's into the game. Whistle. And they got Dawkins. Hope Dawkins, 6'1" junior forward, Blanchard, Oklahoma. Draws the foul. Dickerson was set to inbound. However, Oklahoma Christian will take the timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we will send it to our man Jose Harbor, who has a report from the sidelines. Jose?
Thanks, guys. I was listening to Oklahoma Christian's timeout. The coach said, hey, you know, you guys are making a good comeback, but this isn't over yet, so we got to keep pushing the ball, applying pressure. She wants them to push the ball faster. She thinks that the more you can get University of Arkansas Fort Smith to get tired out, the more they're going to get in the foul trouble. So as long as they can protect that defense of the middle, she told them as well, don't let UA Fort Smith go baseline and try to get that easy two-pointer. Let them go through the middle and maybe get a charge or something. Drew?
All right, Jose, thanks so much. What about the first thing that he said right there is, hey, you're making a great comeback, but this thing's not over.
Oh, no. 8 minutes, 7 seconds to go on the clock. And I tell you what, right now, University of Arkansas Fort Smith is answering the bell because they're getting the foul calls on their end. They're going to the free throw line, and they're shooting a better percentage now in the fourth quarter than they did the entire 3 quarters prior to that.
And I don't know if you can hear over the public address. I just need to address this. We do 4 games a day. Right now, Cher's "Do You Believe in Life After Love" is blaring, and here's what I'm
they're dancing.
They're dancing in the stands, but on press row where we're sitting, there's 3 or 4 people doing a little bit of a head nod. Do you believe in life after love? I certainly believe in this team making a comeback, and they have done just that. It's 81-73, 8-point deficit with 8 minutes to go. And the inbounds pass is going to come from Dickerson. She gets it inside to Brown in the backcourt. A little bit of pressure being applied by Oklahoma Christian, but Brown nearly loses her footing, trying to reset this offense for the Lady Lions. Dribbling inside the lane of the Lady Lions. Baseline, Gully loses her handle on it. Think maybe it got tipped. Scramble underneath, whistle. 3-second violation. And, you know, if you hear a whistle, especially in a skirmish like that, when as much foul trouble as there has been, 3 seconds is something you'll take.
I have seen more 3 in the key calls in the 2 days that you and I have been in Tulsa than I think I've seen the whole of the college basketball season. Something they are really watching.
2-point shot up and in. Hannah Holsick.
They're just not letting these posts go down there and camp out for the day. They're keeping them honest.
Brown in the backcourt will now take it across the time stripe and will move it this time to Perry. Perry in the paint, looking, loses her handle on it. 2-point shot. Straight up gets fouled, and that time it was on Hope Dawkins.
Dawkins has checked into the ball game and has apparently taken on the role of Kurt Rambis, the old LA Lakers, the official fouler. Seems to be what she's been put in to do, is she's gone in and sent a couple players to the line now.
Perry dumps the first one.
One.
Before it gets too far away from us, Drew, look down at the stat sheet. The third quarter scoring, Oklahoma Christian outscored the Lady Lions 35-20 in that third quarter.
Unbelievable. A lot of points being scored in this one. 2 great offenses, but a lot of strategy. A lot of basketball purists would like this one as well. Inside, trying to get it to the lane, gets it out to the wing. A 3-point shot, up and no good. We're not used to that. Megan Shelton with the miss.
Audrey Hayes, one of the original 5 starters for the Lady Eagles, back into the game.
Bounce pass from Hanson. The Lady Lions are going to try to take their time. And hear Coach Lovato say that you need to push it, and I think Brown got away with a up and over that time.
It was really high, but I don't know that it ended up being up and over.
2-point shot up and in by Maya Perry, and she'll go to the line.
And that's the kind of bullet you have to dodge here in a tight game when you had been up big. There was a chance of maybe turning it over. Instead, Arkansas Fort Smith turns it into points.
Lady Lions have now quietly amassed a 10-point lead once again after bringing this game as close down to 6. Make that 11. Substitution now for the Lady Eagles. That's going to be number 32, Kylie Hicks. A Choctaw, Oklahoma product will make her presence felt now. And the Lady Eagles taking it across. across that wing now. 6.5 to play. 85-75. Long two, up and in. Megan Shelton making it look easy. It's 86-77 now.
She's got 8 points on a 2 of 5, or pardon me, 3 of 6 shooting afternoon.
Here's Brown. Gets it out to Perry. Perry to Gully on the wing. 15 to shoot. Now the Lady Eagles don't seem to have a lot of urgency. Only 6 in the shot clock. Maya Perry puts it up, whistle, and gets the foul. Maya Perry has done such a great job in consecutive series of driving the lane and drawing those fouls.
Wlassek's going to get the second personal, the 5th team foul here, and this is exactly what the Lady Lions needed, an ability to drive, to get them to commit fouls, get the Lady Eagles to reach on them, and now, I said it before, but I'll say it again, shooting free throws at a higher percentage here in the 4th quarter than they did the first 3 combined.
Sound basketball strategy here by Coach Lovato, working with what it is that you have, and I gotta hand it to you. It's been more like a human chess match between these two coaches. It's been a lot of fun to watch. 5:52 to play. Maybe avoided the foul that time, did the Lady Lions, and now a 2-point putback will not go by Shelton. Lady Eagles trying to press it again. Push the luck, reverse layup. 2-point shot still will not go. Dickerson has it. Maybe got away with an extra step, but still is able to cross the line. She got a post, not a whole lot of guard help right now. Turnaround 2-point shot, up, in, and one. Wow.
Holy cow. Zanisha Dickerson pulls down her rebound on one end, and that's not fair. We're only showing the end of the highlight because she started it on the other end of the floor, fought for the rebound, ball handles all the way down, spins, drives, scores, and one. That's your play of the game right there.
Zanisha Dickerson from relatively close to your neck of the woods, St. Louis, Missouri. And now a rebound for the Lady Lions after the miss. The Lady Lions saying we will not go quietly into that good night. Alexis Brown now being very closely guarded by Shelton. She drives the lane, gets it out to Gully, whistle and a foul. I think they're going to get Brown.
They did. It'll be her 3rd.
Foul number 1, Alexis Brown, the 3rd.
Not the first offensive foul of the day for either team. But now Brown's foul number continues to grow. There are only, it's easier to do the math this way, Drew. On the Lady Lion bench, there are 2 players with 0 fouls and 1 player with 2 fouls. Everybody else has 4.
Process of elimination that time. Here comes Dickerson. She went into beast mode last possession. She's going to slow it down this time. Little pitch out to Brown. Brown drives the lane. 2-point shot. Whistle, charge.
Second straight possession. Alexis Brown has been called for the charge. You cannot make that mistake 2 times in a row in a close game.
It is 90-77, and for those of you maybe just tuning in, it may be a 13-point deficit with 4:49 to play, but we have watched time and again in this game Oklahoma Christian make this comeback. Here's Alexis Brown.
Drives again, just does not realize the defender beat her to the spot. Great job getting back that time by the Lady Eagles and drawing the offensive foul.
Intercepted that time. Good job on the defense by Gully. She's a freshman, 5'11" freshman out of Richmond. He has 12 points on the day. Brown has it on the near side. Working it, trying to get it inside to Dickerson. Dickerson, turnaround, jumps off the glass, 2-point shot up and in. Zanisha Dickerson here in this 4th quarter has been invaluable.
She has taken over now with 7 points, 7 rebounds. We've got a foul on the other end.
It was Audrey Hayes who hit the ground, as well as, I can't really see which other Lady Lion hit, but it's going to be a blocking foul. We'll take a look at it again. They're going to get Maya Perry.
And that's going to be her ball game. That's 5. So the first of the casualties of this barrage of fouls in the second half is Maya Perry. Her day is done, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and she was 5 for 5 at the free throw line.
Hayes shoots, misses. That could be a very big miss.
And that's a big difference right now. Every time the Lady Lions go to the line, they're getting the makes they have to keep the lead. Right now, the Lady Eagles cannot miss when the clock is stopped. These are must-have points.
And she missed them both. Taylor with the rebound gives to Dickerson.
She was 3 for 4 at the free throw line before that last trip.
Make that 3 for 6 now as Brown has it over on this side of the court. Lady Lions trying to set up the offense inside, give to Taylor, 2 points up the glass and good. That's textbook right there.
Right now, the post play between Dickerson and
long 3 up and away. Addie Cliff does it again. We have Clift off.
Is it really 6 of 10 now for Clift?
Unbelievable. 94-80. The timeout is on the floor. We'll take it with them. Stay with us. More to come here in Tulsa.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Welcome back to the UMAC here in Tulsa. 94-80. May see our first 100-point game in this tournament. Lady Lions, Lady Eagles doing battle. One wins, one goes home. I'm Drew Brent alongside Corey Riggs. Jose Harbor is our sideline man. Alexis Brown gets her pocket picked. Inside pass, and Keith, our cameraman, got ran over again that time. Hope Dawkins gets loose.
That's why his chair has wheels, so he can back up in a hurry. Gotta be able to get out of the way. Watch here, the long lead-in pass, and heads up. Nice job by Sarah Parker to avoid him.
The inbounds pass is going to come from Dickerson. Now let's set the stage, folks. 3:18, and while it looks like a 14-point lead, and it is, it's not an overcomable deficit or an unovercomable deficit for Oklahoma Christian. An inside pass now to Taylor from Dickerson. Dickerson does get the ball back, and it's still going to be Lady Lion basketball. Dickerson all the way down to Hanson. Hanson goes one-on-one, has her pocket pick, can't find it, gets it down to Gully, 2-point shot and in. Check that, that's Taylor, and she'll put the 2 points in up off the glass.
The Lady Lions continue.
Cliftoff up and away, missed it this time.
Continue to go down to the low post. That hasn't changed whether it's Dickerson or Taylor, and they've been successful here, and now a pestering defensive presence for Audrey Hayes.
Eagle foul 34, Audrey Hayes. That's her 4th.
They call Audrey Hayes, and that's number 4 for her.
You don't see that very often, partner. From our broadcast position, you look up at the scoreboard, you see all the players on the floor for Oklahoma Christian. You see all the points they've scored, and every player on the floor has 4 fouls.
Matter of fact, every player
That's a bingo.
Every player on the floor for both teams, save one, has 4 fouls.
Yes, if they would take if they would take Miss Hanson off the floor for the Lady Lions, we could have 4 fouls on all 10 players.
It counts for 40 fouls on the floor right now. Unreal. 2:45 to play. Oklahoma Christian has the basketball. Taylor was able to get a hands on it. 20 seconds. You got to be more careful than that, though. They may call it. Long 3, up and away. Stanford puts another one on. Whistle and a timeout called on the floor. We're going to take it with them. Stay tuned. A finale of this one right after this in Tulsa.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
We make sure our graduates get the most out of their education.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future and transformed how I see my world.
Back at the UMAC here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Drew Brent, Corey Riggs here courtside. Jose Harbor is our man on the sideline. I know he was doing some investigating on the sideline during the timeout. We'll probably hear from him again. And look at those shoes.
Shoes, man.
That's pretty intense.
Where's the guy gonna get a pair of kicks like that?
I'm sure there's a place in Tulsa. We can find something. You might take up running again if you had those.
I'd probably have to run away because somebody would beat me up if they saw me in those shoes.
Long pass coming in from Dickerson. She gets it to Brown. She nearly loses her handle on it. She's accosted in the backcourt by two players and still able to break the double team whistle.
There's the reach on the foul. Hope Dawkins commits her third. Now her fourth, pardon me.
Well, because why not?
Everybody else has 4 fouls. It's peer pressure.
Everyone's shooting threes. Everybody's got 4 fouls. Shot on the way in the miss.
That's the first miss today from Alexis Brown. She's 6 of 7 at the free throw line. And what a great contribution she's been. And I know it sounds a little ironic, but this is a player that it was dramatic when she entered the game because it ended up being a technical foul because she wasn't in the scorebook. But she's contributed 8, now 9 points on the afternoon, has had 6 assists as well.
One away from the Centennial now is the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. Oklahoma Christian dish inside, 2-point turnaround, cannot find it. Put back is successful this time. That's Sarah Parker. 2:11 to play. It's 99-85, a 14-point deficit. Brown is in the backcourt, trying to beat some of this pressure that is being so expertly applied by Addie Clift, who, if she gets her hands on the basketball, watch out, she can shoot it from anywhere in the arena. Brown puts it up, will hang on the rim and not go. Taylor with the putback, and we're back over 100.
First time all season the Lady Lions have eclipsed the 100-point plateau.
Long three off the iron and no good that time for Addie Clift. How about another one on this side, and it's up and it's away. Sarah Parker with the tray ball.
It didn't work on that wing, but it worked much better on this one.
Now Hanson may try to answer with another three of her own. It's 101-88.
They don't need to here, Drew. They just need to take the air out of the ball, force them to foul you, and especially Olivia Hanson, put her back at the line, and that'll be a good thing for the ladies from Fort Smith.
What a great, great game. This first half, when you look at the first half, you thought, the Lady Lions could conceivably run away with it. Oklahoma Christian mounts an incredible comeback, but the Lady Lions holding them off here in the last 90 seconds.
That gives Olivia Hanson 20 points on the day. She is the first player for her team to go over 20 points. There are 6 players in double figures for the Lady Lions.
Second shot on the way, and Ian McKenzie Stanford for Oklahoma Christian leading all scorers with 25. 2-point shot up and in. That was pretty that time by Kylie Hicks, finding lane, loading it up and locking it down.
It was a little defensive indifference that time, knowing that the clock is on their side now. Let them have the 2 points and then burn the clock here, and that's what Alexis Brown is going to do, forcing somebody to come out and cover her or foul her.
Here's Dickerson on the wing inside to Taylor. Don't miss that one, and her shot is blocked clean. 51 seconds, Oklahoma Christian going the other way.
Taylor real slow going back down the floor too, Drew.
She's limping. Alexis Brown on the foul. That's number 5 for her. Franklin will go back in.
Brown out with 9 points and 6 assists. And now they're going to have to send 2 subs in. One for the player that fouled out, and I think they're trying to get more out as she was kind of limpy coming back down the floor, and you watch her jog off to the near side here. She looks a little bit better now.
Tyler Taylor comes out of the game after limping down the floor. It's a 13-point deficit, 45.1. Check that, make that 12. 103-91. Emma Gady. Second shot on the way. It's up and it's good. Inbounds to Franklin. 44 seconds left. Shot clock at 27. Whistle and a foul. It's going to be Hicks.
That'll be her fifth. Nope. Yes. There's too many players with 4 fouls for me to keep track of at this point in time, but that is her 5th foul.
Well, if we keep fouling people out, it's going to end up being a 2-on-2 game by the end of this thing.
It'll be like NBA jams. Boom shakalaka.
Franklin goes behind the line. Puts it up and puts it in. Second shot on the way. It is forthcoming. It's up and it is in. Make it 105-92. Highest scoring game we've seen all tournament. Reverse layup will not go. This time for Mackenzie Stanford. Whistle and a foul.
Going to be the 5th foul on Tamara Gully.
Tamara Gully, and she's done.
Now, how many do we have? Do we have enough for one more? We got one more. I think they can foul out one more before we have to play with 4.
You know, I could always suit up, guys.
Jose from
Does
somewhere.
Jose have eligibility left?
I think he's got a year.
I look like I'm in high school, so it should work out.
105-92. The Lady Lions are holding on to this one, but Stanford's behind the line. And Dickerson will inbound. She gets it into Haynes, who's had a great game. All of these Lady Lions have. Everybody on this court has had a particularly good game, but here's Haynes again, pushing it to the wing. Franklin trying to just chew up some clock here. 20 seconds left, and the Lady Lions are going to hold it up. They hold off. They hold off the Lady Eagles. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Shot clock violation with 3 seconds, but that's not going to matter. Elena Lovato in her first year is going to get a tournament win over Stephanie Finley and the Oklahoma Christian Eagles. That's going to do it. 105-94 in what was an explosive game. Unbelievable. What else do you say? Raining threes, steals. Partner, how do you even hang that up? How do you even say that?
It is such a stark contrast to what we saw earlier today between Lubbock Christian and Newman. The number 3 seed beats the number 6 seed 63-57. Then we go off for 199 points combined in this one. The seeds have all moved on to semifinal Saturday now. 1-4 and 2-3 matchups on Saturday. And I tell you what, I would not have wanted to try and keep a scorebook on this game.
Absolutely not. Just absolutely was incredible. But these Lady Lions held off Oklahoma Christian and Stephanie Finley's squad, who so valiantly put this one back together. And I know that I believe Jose, coaches with radio right now, Jose is going to be efforting head coach Lovato. Tell you this, however, you can watch for post-game press conferences. Coach Lovato will be there here in just a few moments. Fort Smith moves on. Top 4 seeds all move on. The men's game, Corey's, you have both of those coming up in our doubleheader. It's going to be glorious here on the Heartland Conference Sports Network. Jose Harbour, thank you very much for your sideline reporting. We'll see you again here in Game 3. For Corey Riggs, I'm Drew Brent. We will see you again tonight at 5 p.m. for Game 3 of Day 2 here in Tulsa.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
We open our arms to students from around the corner and from around the world.
No matter where we're from, all Dust Devil student athletes play for the love of our sport, the love of our team, and the love of our university. If you can play here, you can play.
If you can play, you can play.
Om du kan spela, så kan du spela.
Si můžeš hrát, můžeš hrát.
Si puedes jugar, puedes jugar.
If you can play, you can play.
I came here to get my degree at a great school. Along the way, I worked at an orphanage in India and taught school in Peru. It's changed how I look at the world and how I see my future.
Newman University in Wichita. Newman is a family that comes together to excel in the classroom and on the field. As the only private NCAA Division II university in Kansas, our student athletes are uniquely prepared for success beyond college. Newman University, empowering graduates to transform society.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
He is the God who sees me. He knows who I am becoming and who I will one day be. The kingdom of God. This is no small stake. With all my heart, mind, and strength, I will answer the call.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
This is the you that goes beyond a bachelor's degree. This is the International U, Texas A&M International University. Learn how to take your talents further at tamu.edu.
Whoever you are, whoever you want to be, find your future with us. We are UAFS.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
We got Olivia Hanson and then Sydney.
We're here with the UA Fort Smith Lady Lions after a 105-94 win over Oklahoma Christian in the last quarterfinal game, 2017 conference. Basketball champion head coach Elena Lovato, Sydney Franklin, and then Olivia Hanson. Just a couple records set in this game, highest scoring game ever in the history of the women's basketball tournament. UA Fort Smith is the first team to break 100 in the women's basketball tournament, and these are two of the only three teams on the in the women's tournament who have ever broken 90. So Coach, start us off with a statement, and then we'll open it up to questions.
Well, I just want to thank the Heartland Conference, first of all, for having us and hosting this event. It's been class act so far, so we're just grateful that we have an opportunity to come out here and represent our conference in a great facility and a great situation here. Second, I just got to tip our hat to Oklahoma Christian. They have 6 seniors, and I thought, we handled the first half really well. We had a 24-point lead going into the half, but the first thing I told my kids when we stepped on the floor was, she's got 6 seniors who don't want it to be their last game. So I knew they were going to come out swinging first, and we answered the bell, thank goodness, but it was a hard-fought win, and it's a really good team, really good coach with great players, and I tip my hat off to them. Second, with the game, 71 free throw shot, about almost 60 fouls called. We were a little bit, we were up against the wall with our situation depth-wise. So I got to tip my hat off to all my girls. 1 through 8 stepped up for us and played really well. So grateful for an opportunity to coach such tremendous women. And we out-rebounded them, which was our #1 goal, because OCU does lead the league in rebounding. So I thought my girls answered the bell on that.
Coach, it's kind of a tale of 2 halves. So, the first half, you guys were blowing them out. In the second half, they came out and started hitting shots and a lot of threes. It was 21, 4 threes in a row from NBA. I'm just kind of talking. What was the difference? Was it just them hitting the shots, or were you guys a little similar?
Defensively, we came out really aggressive. I thought my girls played to the scout really well in the first half. Unfortunately, we got in some foul trouble. Had 3 kids with 3 at the half, so we had to change our starting lineup. Kind of threw us off a little bit in the second half, and we couldn't play as aggressive. We flirted with the 2-3 zone that number 5 shot us out of. So she has great shooters, and it's a team you don't want to zone, but we felt like with our foul situation we had to, and we don't play very much zone, so it was us again with our backs against the wall. So we weathered the storm, and we got to play through it.
Was it really in foul trouble?
Yeah, we only have 8 players, so I think the game we had only 5 players left, so we had a bunch of people in foul trouble. So I think the rest of us did a good job of stepping up and keeping them in front of our feet and not fouling, not getting into some more trouble.
Can you talk about what it's like to play in traffic like that? Teams are running up and down the floor, and especially for you guys, with such a short bench, conditioning really comes into play for you guys, and it was evident down the stretch.
Yeah, it does. And we've been prepared all year. We've faced adversity, and so we kind of knew if we get in foul trouble, we don't have a big bench. So we just fought hard and finished strong.
Coaching for you, kind of in that same situation, but from a coach's mindset, to see that you're putting up all these points on the board, but then on the other end, you know that you're giving up an awful lot of points too. So what's it like for you in a game like that where it's just really fast paced?
Well, I wanted to slow them down, but at the same time, we knew that our best asset was our transition offense versus their transition defense. So we tried to. That was our game plan coming into it. Let's get some clean stops and push that on because their transition defense was probably one of their weakest links. So to change our mindset at the half, I don't know that my girls really adjusted a whole lot. So we wanted to play a horse game, and they outshot us, but fortunately we had that 24-point lead going into the half. So we were able to end up on top of that. So.
Olivia and then Coach Lovato, talk about the next matchup for you guys, St. Edwards. You guys split the season series with them, and had that buzzer beater against them in Fort Smith earlier this season. Talk about mindset going into the semifinals, what it's going to be like to be able to play a team that you battled so close earlier this year.
I think it'll be a great game. They're a really good team, but we'll have to play our best. Both games we played them, so we'll have to bring our A game for sure.
It's going to be a battle. Great team, coach, lots of key components on the floor. Every position, they're extremely versatile, and we pretty much match up head for head, position for position. So we battled it out twice, and I'm looking forward to this opportunity to battle it out again. Thank you.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances The academic environment and academic experience is very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot from my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back.